Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Today, we will talk about is it easy to heal a broken heart? Mourning is an intimate and unique experience for each of us. If you or someone you love are going through a loss, the new emotions may feel overwhelming and confusing. There are at least 5 emotions associated with grief. Feeling this way is natural and even necessary. These emotions are forward steps in the healing journey, even when it doesn't feel like it at the moment. Healing from a loss is possible, but it does take time and patience. Even if you're having a particularly hard time with it, resources like counseling and support groups can help you cope when you're going through the 5 stages of grief. In an effort to better understand the grieving process, many mental health experts and researchers have dedicated years to studying loss and the emotions that come with it. One of these experts was Elisabeth Kubler-Ross, a Swiss-American psychiatrist. She created the Kubler-Ross model, the theory of the 5 stages of grief and loss. In her 1969 book, On Death and Dying, Kubler-Ross examined the 5 most common emotional reactions to loss: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Originally, Kubler-Ross referred to them as the 5 stages of death. This was because she was working with terminally ill patients at the time, and these were the common emotions they had regarding their own mortality. Years after her first book, Kubler-Ross adapted and extended her model to include other kinds of loss. The 5 stages of death became the 5 stages of grief. This grief can come in many forms and for different reasons. Everyone, from all walks of life and across cultures, experiences loss and grief at some point. Mourning doesn't come only from dealing with your own death or the death of a loved one. Mourning can also come as a result of an illness, the end of a close relationship, or even the end of a project or dream. Grief can similarly come from a perceived or real change in your life. For example, moving to a new city, school, or job, transitioning into a new age group, or staying in isolation because of a pandemic. In other words, there's no written-in-stone list of valid reasons to grieve. What matters is how you feel, and there are no right or wrong feelings regarding a loss. 1. Take time to grieve. If possible, try to think of the loss of the relationship as a grieving process. Give yourself time. Do not try to find someone new right away, says Badari. The best thing we can do is to try to honor our emotions and not judge our emotions. To validate your emotions, it may help you to reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, "I shouldn't feel so sad," Badari recommends thinking, "I am experiencing feelings of sadness, and that's okay." While some people take time to be alone, look inward, or see a therapist to work through the complicated emotions of a breakup, others may suppress painful feelings and jump into another relationship. I don't recommend that. We need time to heal what's been shattered, says Maffa. We need time to look within and take inventory of what patterns we may have taken into the relationship with us that no longer work. We need to tend to our wounded hearts and take the time to allow the healing to happen with time, care, gentleness, and deeper self-understanding, she says. 2. Find a new source of joy. When you make time for self-inquiry and self-reconnection, Maffa says that this can lead to connection with what may have once brought you peace, joy, or inspiration, but was put on hold during your relationship. We may be more open to saying yes to new things, people, and experiences as a way to explore a newfound sense of freedom, even if it hurts, she says. Badari suggests pushing yourself to do things, even when you don't feel like it. Chances are, even after meeting a friend for lunch, you arrive home feeling better than had you stayed home, she says. 3. Make a list of what you like about yourself. When you are feeling low about yourself, consider making a list of all the good things you did for your past partner or all the qualities they liked about you. and the qualities you like about yourself. For example, you might write a self-love list like this. I made him coffee in the morning. I picked her up from the train station when it rained. I put on her favorite song when she was sad. I reminded him about his dad's birthday. You may also find it helpful to write out a list of positive things you'll do in future relationships. If you'd rather not think about relationships, Bhatari suggests searching the internet for self-affirmations that resonate with you, such as, I am not my mistakes. I am enough. There is no wrong decision. Recite these when you are having negative or self-defeating thoughts, Bhatari says. 4. Acknowledge thoughts about your former partner. When thoughts of your ex arise, try not to stop or block them. Instead, Bhatari says, practice being a witness to these thoughts. When the thoughts come up, take a step back and acknowledge them. You know you are experiencing them. They are passing through your mind. You observe them. You practice observing and letting them go, she explains. The minute you pay attention to one and label it as something important, you're no longer witnessing them. You are now judging them. Judging brings more negative emotions since your expectations were not met. 5. Express your needs to others. If you're not feeling up to meeting friends out or having a hard time following through on commitments, try to share your feelings with others. Try to reconsider your needs at this time and let others know what you are dealing with, says Bhatari. Many people have felt the same way and will understand that you might need some time to return to your normal state. 6. Turn your attention toward others. When the pain of a breakup is too hard to bear, you may find that focusing on the needs of others can help bring feelings of well-being and distract you from focusing on yourself, explains Bhatari. Consider volunteering at a local soup kitchen or animal shelter, helping a friend in need with meals or cleaning, or cutting a neighbor's grass. 7. Allow emotions to flow. You may find it helpful to talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist about emotions related to your breakup or ex-partner. If you're not comfortable sharing all of your feelings, consider writing them down or meditating on them. You can also engage in another project, such as painting, that may help you release what's on your mind. 8. Find relief in exercise and movement. Research trusted source shows that exercise can reduce stress. Use exercise as a healthy outlet to manage feelings of anxiety, sadness, lethargy, and stress, Bhatari says. A daily walk, bike ride, or online workout video are ways to work exercise into your daily routine when you're feeling sad or stressed about the breakup. 9. Avoid activities that remind you of your ex. If you continue to feel overwhelmed by unwanted thoughts and emotions, consider staying away from places, music, and people who remind you of your ex for a little while. Try to go places that make you feel safe. Surround yourself with people that care about you. Go places that you have never been. Take a day trip and explore, suggests Bhatari. 10. Make meaning of the breakup. If possible, try to make meaning of the relationship ending, or accept that there's no meaning to why it ended. Over time, you may come to realize that the end of your relationship was ultimately in your best interest. However, it is possible that you might not be able to find any positive in the relationship ending. Both are valid conclusions. Try to have faith and keep moving forward, says Bhatari. A breakup can leave you feeling sad and alone, no matter who made the decision to split up. Cycling through a variety of feelings after a breakup is normal, especially if it was unexpected. We forget that we are meant to grow and change and learn. That doesn't always happen at the same time or in the same way in a relationship, says Mafa. Sometimes one person changes and the other doesn't. So be gentle with yourself. You're changing and growing and healing. We can't do that all by force. Remember, it's ok to not feel ok for a while. Give yourself time to process the loss of the relationship and practice self-compassion. The 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. There's no order to them, and they serve as a reference instead of a guide on how to grieve. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video.